Welcome to 21st Century Public Academy, our music showcase for 2019. Really thank you for coming out and supporting this. And for those of you that are new to this, if you're new in 7th grade or certainly in 6th grade, when your kids came to 21st Century Public Academy and they said they had music, you probably would not have guessed that this is what they had for music. I want to talk about that just briefly and talk about, as we go through the night, the 4-H group, the pedagogy of what's going on, why we're doing what we're doing. Number one, this is not a traditional band. This is not your mom and dad's and grandpa's middle school band program. We're a rock band. And that's the reaction I'm looking for. But it's way more than School of Rock. Yeah, I am Jack Black, but yes, our principal knows what we're doing in the room. What we're doing is called Modern Band. This is really a thing. I didn't know this was a thing when I took this job. When I came here and met Ms. Tarango and Ms. Hershey and the staff, I didn't know it was a thing. I've been working on my own as a musician for a couple of years. I've been a musician for 35 years, and I've been working in an after-school program with the New Mexico Jazz Workshop called the South Valley Band Project, which was essentially an after-school School of Rock. When asked what we could do here to boost music, to move music forward here, my suggestion was to try what we were working on with the Jazz Workshop, because the results were insane. I would be in a school as a substitute teacher. I was a music teacher with APS for 11 years, and I was subbing for a while, and I'd see disengaged students, uninterested students, dare I say even unruly students, in a classroom come to the after-school program, and suddenly they were lit up, and they were excited, and they were interested, and they were focused. And what they were doing to them, in their mind at least, was relevant. And that's what Modern Band does. It educates children from the standpoint of popular music. It's called Modern Band, and it's really a thing nationwide. I've been working very closely with Dr. Alina Holmes at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, and I don't have the statistics on it, but I have some of this is still in my brain. Our hope here, my hope here, is to make this school a model school nationwide for how Modern Band works. To let the country know that what we do is the right thing to do, and that's what we're headed. And Dr. Holmes talks about the relevance and how music that is relevant to kids gets them interested. And she sent me statistics about some of the largest school districts in the United States. New York City, Chicago, and LA have now incorporated Modern Band into their curriculum, and they've seen their participation in music education triple in the last couple of years because of this. And NAFB, the National Association for Music Education, has now added Modern Band, rock band, as an honors ensemble, like National Honors Orchestra and band and marching band and jazz bands. They are now using Modern Band rock bands as one of their honors ensembles nationwide. And clearly what I've seen here happen in the last couple of years proves this point. I can't say all of them because there's no way to speak for all students, but the vast majority of the students are having fun making music. And if they're not having fun making music, they're not going to make music. And the point is to get them into this thing. In the worst case scenario, they study this and they become better consumers of music. To me, the most wonderful observation that I've made is that this music, it marks years rock music, pop music, Mark's ears, you're going to hear tonight songs that you know, songs that you learned growing up, that you sang along with, and by the way, you are more than welcome to sing along with them tonight. I'm almost pretty sure that when the 8th grade's at the end of their set, they're going to come out and grab you to dance too. So, don't be shy. This is a band concert, but it's a rock show. Enjoy it. Get into the music. Enjoy all of what you see and all of what you experience in this show. It's connecting generations. The very coolest thing is you guys, parents, grandparents, you know this music from when you grew up, and now your kids know it too. And that is the most amazing thing. And they like it. They like the old stuff. So, I mean, we've known this forever, right? We're old. We're old, but we got to see all the good bands for $5. So, I've been telling the kids, the people that wrote this music, the stuff they're playing tonight, they were 20, 30, 40 years old. They're 11, and they're 12, and they're going to perform for you on their own stuff that adults wrote and did. Enjoy it, sing along with them, and before we go, let me just say thank you to a couple people, then we're going to kick the show into high gear. To the people, the staff at Congregation Albert, who have been kind enough to open up their doors to us after we lost NDI. They have been so kind and so supportive of this to allow us to use this facility, and it's worked well. We've been here all day getting this show ready. To Jody Sears, who's on the board here, a connection, an old, no, I didn't mean old that way, Jody, if you're here. But Jody was a 21st century mom. Her son Arthur was in my band program here last year in 8th grade. I still see Arthur Thursday nights for guitar class. And Jody was instrumental in getting us connected here, as was Tammy Loves. Thank you. All the time. Unbelievably talented and supportive staff of 21st Century Public Academy. Thank you. I've been marching these kids up and down the street all year, and half of last year, and we're doing the best. We march it up and down, rain, snow, cold, hot, and we get there when we get there, and we do our best. But you guys have toughed it out through this like the kids have toughed it out. So, Mrs. Tarango, Amy Morgan, staff, Mr. Peckins for filming tonight, the Associate of Arts teachers who were here today helping get this thing together. Thank you all. One of our parents, Leo Salinas, has kindly offered to be our guitar tech. We actually broke more drumsticks today in rehearsal than guitar strings, but we got a guy here that can take care of it. He can hand him a drumstick if he needs to, but if guitars go, we got this covered. So thank you, Leo. Last but least most, back in the corner there, my favorite guy in the universe, the best sound man in the state of New Mexico, the best sound line tech I've ever worked with professionally on pro shows. That guy back there, Travis Hill, has done this every year for us. That's it.